Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube video. Today's going to be an update on a whole bunch of projects I've been working on. So I hope you guys enjoy. So let's get started. First update is on my friend Cornelius's knives. He wanted me to do a video about them, and of course I'll happily oblige. Those who remember, he sent me a bayonet that looked just like this, because I have the same exact one in my collection. They ain't worth a whole lot from what I found out, but hey, they're still fun to have in your military collection. So here's what it looked like before I messed with it. Here's it now. Turned out gorgeous. Put a second bevel on the back of it, made sure it's all nice and sharp. Even sharpened the wire cutter for him because that's what he specifically requested. Put a nice nice brass rivet to go with the guard, a beautiful piece of red plastic along with 2 pieces of his granddaddy's wallet, and a beautiful piece of stag. Turned out gorgeous. I hope you enjoy this, Cornelius. I know you're going to love this. Next is on his charade knife that he had me work on. First thing I also did is I shined up the buttons. But this thing turned out gorgeous. You almost can't even tell that this has been put on by somebody else. Because Charade never used real stag on this particular model that I know of. They were all Durlin stag, which is Durlin made to look like stag. And this one's actually serial numbered, which makes this a little bit rare because not a lot of these were serial numbered. And just to show y'all an example, here's what the old handle looked like. And here's what the new one looks like. Quite an upgrade. So, Cornelius, I hope you enjoyed this, my friend, and I look forward to sending this back to you. And he also did a trade with me, this out of my collection. Those who know me know that stuff out of my military collection hardly ever comes out unless someone has given me a fair trade. And my good buddy Cornelius really wanted one of these because he did not have one, and I know these are hard to find, and I've got 2 in my collection. And he offered to trade me this one. This is the Camillus one I worked on many years ago. And I've got one that's in better condition, so I'm willing to get rid of this one, and he happily gave me a good trade for it. So, Cornelius, I hope you enjoy this, my friend. Next is on the giant handsaws I got in from a client of mine. And they're not really good to make thick knives like hunting knives or stuff like that, but they're great for making butcher knives. Here's one that I made out of one of those giant handsaws. Yes, it's flimsy, but for a butcher knife, it doesn't have to be that thick. Came out really nice. That'll fetch a nice price. And then I also made a cleaver version. And when I blast the rust off, it leaves this beautiful distressed metal look that a lot of people do like, me included. And then here's one I haven't finished yet. I still have to flush the tang. Beautiful. And here's another cleaver that's going to be full tang that I haven't finished yet. So there's the update on those. And I almost forgot, I finally have a piece of stag to put a stag handle on a 119 for myself. This is actually from that $12.50 stag that I bought while I was in BB. And I had almost forgotten all about this until I was going through my collection and realized I had 2 119s the same year. And I looked them over and was like, oh, that's why I bought this, was to do this project. So I'll be doing this one on my own time. And those who know, I have not put this for sale yet because I need to get a leather sheath for it. I haven't been able to order one yet, but I'm going to be able to order one soon. And as soon as I do, this will go for sale. Darn bug. Beautiful. I'm going to order a brown leather sheet just to help it go good with the handle. And then that'll fetch a nice price. Alrighty. Last but not least is an update on this. This is the sword my good friend Cornelius gave me. I was able to get the sword apart and realize that, yes, this actually has a tang on it, which is really good because, majority of cheap swords don't have a good tang on them because they have like a welded-on rat tail tang that'll break the first time you drop them. This one actually has a tang on it, which I was very surprised about, but for a $60 replica, it better have a real tang on it. And I decided I'm not going to sharpen this because it is an officer sword. It's not meant to be sharpened. So I still think it's a pretty awesome replica. If you want a cheap replica that's very well made and you can hang it on your wall and not worry about breaking it. And I do love the etching. Beautiful. Alrighty, guys, that's all the updates I've got so far. I'll get your knives out to you, my friend Cornelius, and I got a few surprises in mind for when I send it to you. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, stay sharp and keep collecting, my friends.